Hello everyone, and welcome to Film Sandwich. I'm Kid Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Mark.
And on today's episode, we're going to be comparing the Rode Wireless Go 2 to the Hollyland Lark 150.
Keep your eyes closed. Don't look at some of your eyes open. Because there's no right way or wrong way. There's just my way, which is the right way. Isn't that right?
All right, guys, on today's episode, we're going to be comparing these two microphones. We have three tests that we're going to do. One is a range test. One is a wind test because they come with little wind fuzzies. And the third one is we're going to be comparing the internal microphones that they have, plus plugging in an external microphone.
We're out here ready for the range test with the Lark and the Rhodes 2 wireless. All right, before you get started though, let's make sure I got a little bass tone. And of course, we'll do this again with other accoutrements. But now we will play tone. Ron, do you hear that? Yeah. So hold on. All right, so now we can match that. In post. So we got the baseline level. Here comes the range test. Later. I'm talking. You got me? I'm about 60 feet from Ron. Hello. Range test. We still got both pretty much going all the way. We're still doing a range test. All right. I'm still walking. You're on speakerphone, so if you talk, it'll be on the recording. And second mailbox down here. Walking.
Yeah, a couple dropouts there.
All right, a couple dropouts. We'll see which one's dropping out.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell.
That's all right. We're gonna find this out.
Nice and clear there.
Nice and clear turning around. So I'm an actor. I'm in front of camera. I'm looking at stuff. I'm doing stuff. I'm over here. Action. I'm over here. Action. Oh no. There's something behind me. Oh no. Ah! All right, so that's the range test. So next I think we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wind screens on, and I'm gonna find a little piece of wind, and we're gonna do a little wind test. And then from there, we'll do mic tests with accessory mics. All right. Another plane.
Plane 30 over here at Mars Vision. All right, guys, we are out here. We're gonna do the wind test with the Lark 150 and the Rode Wireless Go 2. They both have their little wind fuzzies on here. So I'm just gonna clip it to my shirt. And then I'm gonna walk around and see if we can hear any wind. I'll just walk down the road here, or actually this way, because there's wind right here. And we're walking and we're talking and there's wind happening. And we're walking and we're talking and there's wind happening. So this is walking around. There's lots of wind happening. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna spin around. Any wind? Any wind, Mark? Mark says no. Mark says no wind. Even if I'm pushing it through the air like this. That's pretty crazy. No wind at all, huh? Yeah. All right. Right. So a light wind, and even there's wind like blowing right now. I mean, you can see my shirt probably moving around a little bit. Anything?
No, I think it's pretty good.
Wow. All right. So the wind fuzzies on there work pretty well. I probably wouldn't trust them in like very high winds, but like light wind like this on any day should be fine. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna plug in some external microphones to these guys and see how that sounds.
Helicopter, helicopter.
All right, guys, we are now in the studio because there was a lot of wind outside actually, so we wanted to come inside and test the external mics plugged into each device. One in the Lark 150, one in the Rode Wireless Go 2. Now, we have two Countryman B3 microphones plugged into each one. So it should be the exact same sound going through each one. So now this one will be the Lark. All right, so earlier today we went to a car dealership and we did a car commercial, and then we came back and had lunch at Tijuana Flats. And now, this is the road. All right, guys, earlier today, we went to a car dealership, and we did a little recording there for a car commercial, and then we had lunch at Tijuana Flats. All right, so you can kind of hear the difference between the two. So we're going to go back to our set, and we're going to do a little bit of talking about which microphone system has certain perks and which one is missing some things that the other one doesn't have, and so on and so forth. Mark, tell me what you liked or disliked about these two systems here. Start with the Lark, since Mark just bought this Lark by drunk Amazon buying.
Pretty much, yeah.
And he was like thinking that he was gonna, because I have the Rode Wireless Go 2, and he was thinking, oh, Ron's got a Rode Wireless Go 2.
I'll show him.
I'm gonna get something better. But what did we find out today, Mark?
So I was really trying to get the DJI one that's out there, but it's not out yet until March. And then I saw this, I was like, crap, I'll give this a shot. And my real world opinions, let's just go down through kind of the obvious. It's cool, it comes in a case, it charges, has a battery and stuff.
So wait, the case charges it?
The case charges it, and it's nice, keeps everything in place, but it is kind of a hard case, and you can't have any other accessories but the case.
So what Mark is saying is that you have this case right here, it fits the transmitters and the receiver, but pretty much nothing else, right?
Yeah, nothing else, and it's nice and stuff, and I like the fact that these are super small and pretty thin.
And they're smaller than the Rode,
yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, if you look at the Rode, they're totally small. But, you know, here's the deal, guys. Like, I can talk about, you know, the feature that doesn't record, you know, the actual receiver has two knobs that are nice that you can adjust. But let's just get down to brass tacks. And maybe you're not like me, but I want clean audio. And when I've been using these, the noise floor on these, I can hear it. I don't like to hear my noise floor. And I'm like old ears. And if I can hear the noise floor, it's really there. Now, we did do the recording in a Sound Device 633 mixer, which is great.
That was earlier when we did our outside tests.
And we did have a high pass filter on that at 230 kilohertz, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but around there. I kind of just always leave it on. And it did take quite a bit of the noise out of it, but it's still there.
All right, well, I have like the Rode Wireless Go 2 has a little soft case here with Velcro, and I could put a lot of stuff in here. Right now I'm wearing the other transmitter, and the receiver's sitting on our FX9, so I can't show you that, but it does fit in here, all three of them. And also I got like this bag, it's got an extra lavalier, it's got some wind screens there. I also got the charging cables for each of the devices there. I got another windscreen there. So you can pack quite a few things inside of this case. The hours to charge this basically will run about 4.5 hours, and then this here can do 2.5 times charges the whole set. So say that again. What is the 4.5 hours for?
The 4.5 hours is the transmitter.
That's how long the transmitters last when you're recording stuff, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and then the receiver lasts 7 hours?
A little bit more, that's correct.
Right, so the receiver will last 7 hours. So, you know, after 4 hours, you have to recharge those guys, which you can put it in the case and recharge it, because the case will charge without being plugged in as long as the case itself is charged. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, the Rode Wireless Go does not have that feature, but I'm going to tell you what feature knocks that out of the park, right? So these Rode Wireless Go, the transmitter and the receiver, both are at 7 hours apiece. Now let's say you've used it up for 7 hours and you don't want to wait all day to recharge it again. What you can do is you can plug the USB ports or the cords from the actual device into a power bank and keep going.
That's pretty cool.
Here's the thing about the Rode Wireless Go 2 is that there's a Rode Central application that you can have on your computer. You can plug in each of the devices and make some adjustments there. You can choose to record in like very high quality, I think for like 7 hours or something like that. But if you go to the standard quality, it's like 14 hours. And then also there's like a dB pad in there for each of the transmitters. So that could be what's helping the sound of the noise floor. The Lark does not have that feature. I do like that the receiver on the Lark has those little knobs on there to adjust the levels of each of the transmitters. I so wish that the Rode Wireless Go 2 had that, because I just did a wedding yesterday and I was trying to record the music by having it close to the speaker and then also the groom's audio there. The problem was the music was so loud and I could not adjust the level for that particular transmitter, which I wish I could have. So that is a plus that the Lark has. If you can deal with the noise in there, or maybe this is just a defective unit that Mark got and it has noise in it, not quite sure.
Probably not. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, it's got noise. Other people have uh-oh, it went on again. Oopsies. It was turned off. So it's also automatic.
Leave it out.
So I'm going to leave it out. So overall, I think it works. I think if you need to pick up audio and you need an on-camera mic, it's obviously better than that. And you can't beat the weight and the size of it. But like the noise, I wish that, you know, and let's be honest here, we're not talking big money here. I mean,
no.
Electronics or like ZachWorks.
I think it's $279 for that guy.
Yeah.
And it's $300 for this guy here. We got to talk about these windscreens, though.
Yeah, let's talk about the windscreens, I guess.
Okay, so they both come with windscreens, right? The Rode Wireless Go has this unique like twist and lock feature that you just have a little ring right there, and then you can get it on the microphone here.
This has a little male pin, and this just goes dook.
The thing I don't like about the Lark, though, is that, yeah, you have that little peg that goes into where the microphone goes. But what happens if one day that little plastic piece breaks off in there, and then you can't get it out, and then you can't use that again?
True.
That's a little rough, but I'm sure, you know, copyright issues and stuff that they had to go a different route than the twisty thing.
Should you pick up the Hollyland or should you pick up the Rhodes? Pick up the Rhodes.
Yeah, I would go with the Rode Wireless Go 2. It's got a little bit better quality. The noise floor on it is way less than the Lark. I would say, you know, get the Lark if you're really good at cleaning noise out of your sound.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that if you care about it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I'm probably gonna maybe keep it for a little bit or maybe return it. I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I need to use it one good time to make sure what I think it is real going on is for real going on.
Yeah, you're gonna send that back and you're gonna get one of these.
Yeah, I wish that the knobs on the receiver were on that receiver over there.
I wish that too. That's like
That's the only thing.
That really
honestly
is the one thing that the Lark has over the Wireless Go 2. Then everything else the Rode Wireless Go 2 has on the Lark.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, guys. Well, there you go. That's all I have on that one. I want to say go out and buy this if you like noise.
If you like noise, go ahead and buy that one. If you want like some, you know, for a decent price, good clean audio, Rode Wireless Go 2.
Yeah. I don't, you know, it's really great bang for the buck. So that's it for now, guys.
So we did our test before with the Rode Wireless Go 2 versus the Rode Link, and the Rode Link was better, but this one is better than the Lark.
Correct. Yeah.
So Mark is going to send that back, and then we're going to ask you to like and subscribe. And until next time,
I'm Mark.
and I'm Kid Ron Burgundy.
See you.